Bro. All right, back to 2nd Esdras chapter 5, verse 6. And even he shall rule, whom they look not for that dwell upon the earth.
See? So even he is the one that's going to rule, which is YAHAWASHI. Okay? And the Negro Latinos and Native Americans up under him. Because they ain't looking for YAHAWASHI to come back. And they ain't looking for us to rule. See? While we in this condition, the world looks at us like we are never come in power. Okay? And they look at YAHAWASHI, the God of the Bible, the powers of the Bible, like they don't exist no more. Like they ain't never going to come to this world. Like it's going to continue on in this folly and this confusion. And everything upside down. And everything polluted and ruined. Go ahead, bro.
And the fowls that take their flight away together.
So when YAHAWASHI return, you know how when you come upon birds, a flock of birds, and it startles them, and they just fly off. That's how YAHAWASHI, the animal's gonna be when he returns. They're gonna be startled and fly off. Yeah, they're gonna be shook, bro. So read that again from the top.
All right, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 5, verse 3. And the land that thou seest now to have root, shall thou see wasted suddenly.
Yep, Isaiah 13:1. Okay, that's the precept to that. Go ahead.
Verse 4. But if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the third trumpet that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night.
So YAHAWASHI know how that day gonna turn out. Pursuing to Zechariah 14:7. Go ahead.
And the moon twice in the day.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. And the blood shall drop out of wood, and the stone shall give his voice.
And the stone shall give his voice. That's talking about YAHAWASHI. And to prove that blood dropped out of wood, you go to John 19:34. That was YAHAWASHI being crucified. And he is that chief cornerstone. Yeah. See that? Go ahead, bro.
And the people shall be troubled.
And the people shall be troubled when they see YAHAWASHI return. 2/3 gonna be trouble, and Esau gonna be trouble, and the rest of the other nations. Because it's gonna be time for what? His servant to fight. Okay? Because his kingdom is gonna be here. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And even he shall rule, whom they look not for that dwell upon the earth, and the fowls shall take their flight away together.
See? So just like when you see a pack of birds and you run up on them, that's the way them birds gonna be when YAHAWASHI return. They're gonna be startled and shook, and they're gonna fly off, man. See? The whole planet gonna be shook, man. Okay? So what I want to do is go to Daniel chapter 12. Daniel chapter 12. So like I said, they gave me a strike. So you subject to see this video, not this week, but the next week, man. Goddamn devils. And I meant that. You know what I'm saying? When about thumbsing up the video, the water to you brothers and sisters, meaning thank you to you brothers and sisters that do that. The rest of y'all, fuck y'all with a perfect angle.
Right.
Go ahead.
This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people.
Go ahead.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time.
Read it again.
This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 1.
Go ahead.
And at that time shall Michael stand up.
So Michael Allah, that's how you say it in the Hebrew, and it's like who, in the meaning of it, who is like God, who is like power. Okay? And it said he shall stand up, meaning he's going to raise up and stand firm in his position for the children of Israel. Go ahead.
The great prince which standeth for the children of thy people.
See that? Go ahead.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time.
All right. So what I want to do is go to Jeremiah 16:16.
This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers.
So we've been out here fishing. See? We've been out here fishing. If you ever went fishing, when you go fishing, you get on that boat, it takes patience. Okay? You sitting out there waiting for a fish to bite the line. Now you got different kind of fish in the water. But you waiting for that clean, that lively fish to bite the line. And what are we using as a rod and reel, you know, when we fishing? We're using the Bible. Okay? So we've been patiently being out here fishing. Me, myself, next month, okay, which is today is January 31st, 2021. Me, next month, it'll be 11 years. So I've been out here 11 years fishing. You see? Go ahead, bro.
It says, said Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters.
It's going to be time for Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi servant to fight. So we fishing right now. But next, he's going to send for hunters. And the men that you see out on these streets and other men that you don't see applying these scriptures to the best of their ability is going to become hunters. Okay? On you, 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, but we're going to have to jump over to you to get to these other nations. That top nation is Esau, Edom, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay? Next, we're going to become hunters. The fishing going to be over with. And that famine of the word is up on us, bro. It's coming, bro. They cutting videos left and right. It's coming. Okay? It's coming, man. It's coming. And that chip coming too. Go ahead, bro.
And they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rock.
So wherever you hear that, you're going to get taken. Because the men of the Lord going to be after you. Okay? You running up in them church buildings, you watch the movies, and some catastrophe happen, you got people that always run up into them church buildings. We're going to go right up in there and take you out there and put you to death. That's what it's going to be. Okay? Because you rejected Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. And he is the one that's going to get a charge. Okay? He is the one, when he returns, is going to get that charge. Okay? So the men of the Lord are not going to be going to jail. Okay? They ain't going to be put to death. Because Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi is going to stand as the judge. And like I said, the foul shall flee away. The whole world going to be shook, man, when he come back. And that's when things like that going to take place, man. For where the men going to become hunters. And Esau, Edom ain't going to be able to lock the men of the Lord up in that day. Read it again from the top. Is that it on there?
Jeremiah?
Yeah. Read from the top.
All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16.
Go ahead.
Behold, I will send for many fishers, said Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes in the rocks.
Yep. So the men of the Lord are going to be hunting you people like game, like they hunt deer, like people hunt deer. That's how we're going to be hunting 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Esau, Edom, and the rest of these nations. Okay? Give me Ezekiel 34 and 31. Ezekiel 34 and verse 31.
All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 34. You said verse 31?
Okay.
Verse 31. And ye my flock, the flock of my pastor are men, and I am your power. Said Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi power.
See? The flock of the Most High pastor are men. See that? Read that again, bro.
This is Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 31. And ye, my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am your power, said the Lord power.
See that? So what I want is Psalms. What I want is Psalms 45 and 3. Psalms 45 and 3.
All right. This is Psalms chapter 45, verse 3.
Go ahead.
Gird thy sword upon thy thigh, O most mighty, with thy glory and thy majesty.
That's it on that particular verse. Read it again.
This is Psalms chapter 45, verse 3. Gird thy sword upon thy thigh, O most mighty, with thy glory and with thy majesty.
See that? So what do you do with a sword? You go to war. See? So YAHAWASHI them is getting ready for war, man. Okay? War is coming to this earth, man, whether you people believe it or not. And YAHAWASHI gonna bring it. Okay? Give me Isaiah 59. Isaiah 59 and 19. Isaiah 59 and 19.
This is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19.
Go ahead.
So shall they fear the name of Yahawah by Shem Yahushai from the west.
So where we at? In the west. Okay? Where we at in the west, man? That's where the Negro Latinos and Native Americans at. In the west, man. Go ahead.
And his glory from the rising of the sun.
So where's the rising of the sun? In the east. Go ahead.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood.
That's Esau Edom with his military power and his might. Go ahead.
The spirit of Yahawah by Shem Yahushai shall lift up a standard against him.
See that? So it's some YAHAWASHI gonna do is to stop Esau and give the elect that spiritual power, man. It's gonna be on and popping, man. Like we read in John, the 18th chapter. He said, if this was my world, my servants would fight. See? So all at that time, like I said, back on the scene, if the Israelites was with YAHAWASHI, they wouldn't have gave him up to Pilate.
Right.
Them chief priests back then wouldn't have came against YAHAWASHI. They wouldn't have wanted him like that. They would have been with him. See that? So read that one more time.
This is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of Yahawah by Shem Yahushai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun.
Because his glory from the rising of the sun, because that's where YAHAWASHI gonna be coming from, the east, and all his glory and all his power. See? Coming to get the west, Babylon the Great, controlled by Esau Edom, the top heathen super nigger nation.